My things up in three divisions. Like I
No.
had the fitness division, the advisory, and then like the sneakers. I was like, damn, this shit cold.
What you talking about?
I was messing around with Claude the other
Oh
day.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and it
Oh
created my website. Yeah, it was
yeah,
dope.
yes. And you already embedded the codes and replaced everything. That's what I want to do. But
Hmm.
yeah, what I said was like I was looking up these different sponsor and grant opportunities, and I was looking to see, it was saying, if they're not interested in funding a one-time thing, but like an ongoing program, right? And I so what I did was I had put together a program that was like quarterly, virtually, all that good stuff. Told it what I wanted, how to design it out, and of course it formatted everything, and then I, put some more know-hows in. And I remember the first time I had sent a grant proposal to uh our advisor. He was like, "Girl, you ain't learned nothing."
Hmm.
Because I was just because I was trying to, I was all out in my thinking and what I wanted to do. I was trying to just stuff so much in it. But this time, I put my thoughts in the Claude, said exactly what I wanted, and it organized it. And boy, did it give me what I needed. And I just took it, I read through it, I took out what I didn't want,
Yeah.
changed a few things of what I like, and how I wanted it to how I wanted to format it. And I sent it to him, and he was like, "Okay, Mo," because you gotta tell it the things that what it's looking for. And
Yeah.
the only thing I did not have was I didn't I don't think I had, what was I missing? Because I didn't name my weekend experience. I just had it as I just said networking weekend experience or something like that, right? I didn't put a name on it. And so
Yeah.
he gave me a name. But man, I took, because of what I know to do, I took it and I ran it through the plagiarism checker, I ran it through AI checker, I cleaned
Yeah.
up passive voice to active voice. So some other things you gotta put in. So I did all of that, and then after that I pulled the sites and I said, okay, now create me a letter of interest. And then in the letter, when I saw it, I was like, okay, I need to make sure that I have statistics in there for this demographic. I also need to make sure um, that it meets the guidelines for that foundation. And then I had to narrow it down because it gave me too many words. I only wanted a one pager. So I
Yeah.
copied pasted, put it in the Word, and then I looked at the word count. And once I got the word count, I narrowed it down. I know I needed less than 600 words, 500, no, less than 540 words to get a one pager with the 1 inch and all that stuff, white space.
Yeah.
So I did that. Now, once I got my program down pat, I came back and I said, okay, I need to create templates for all of these different components that I want to discuss. So the
Hmm.
first time it gave me a template, it was just words, and I was like, no, I need something that's edible, that it could be a deliverable that that client can take, fill out, and feel a sense of ownership, so they can have a whole packet done when we done. And
Yeah.
when I said that, it did not only did it do all, it even gave me and then I had to come back. I said, I need these policies. I need it in the format of a policy, and I need the same way. All they have to do is just add their little input. And man, when I tell you, it gave me all of that, and then and it also gave me a financial database for my financial statements, right?
Yeah.
And I needed more slots, um, because some companies have more liabilities than others, and
Yeah.
so or assets. So I had to give tell it to give me more slides, make sure the formulas agreed, and then I'm gonna add the icing to the cake because I'm gonna package it uh with the I'm on when I do my business package, I'm gonna package it with the a corporate seal, and so
Mm-hmm.
down when they apply to be a part of the cohort, they're getting a lot of value, right?
Yeah.
So I had to actually add it all into it. But let me tell you something. I got a whole teacher's man. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I came back and say I need a teacher's manual, an instructor's manual, and I need a student manual.
Mm-hmm.
So that I could have a syllabus and on how it all's gonna go because I'm trying to get it funded, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something. I'm here for it. Like I'm like, okay, I can create this. So now I'm getting ready to create one. I'm getting ready to create one for a nutritionist program. Um, and I'm also going to create one for a fitness program. A
Oh, okay,
wellness.
that's
Let
nice.
me make it up. Let me change my words. A wellness program. I
Why
want to
did
do
you
it
have to
for.
change that?
Why did I change it from fitness to wellness? Because that's a word that a lot of certain programs don't use.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
a lot of times you only hear the word fitness, but I'm looking for people to be well and to be healthy. And so we want it's all inclusive. And
Mm-hmm.
so the way the cohort will be broken out, it will speak to all of those different things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to break it out. Um, uh, um, and so yeah, so I'm here for it, man. Let me tell you something. Oh, and I did
Mm-hmm.
a landing page. I did a landing page and everything. And I thought I was gonna have to go in and do a lot. Man, it did the whole landing page for me. All I gotta do is get the code, and that's why I asked you, have you already did it to your site? Um, do the code and edit it to Wix. That's what I want to do.
Yeah. Nah, then like I think I don't know if I saved the code or not, but I need to pull it back up and publish it.
You were on mine?
Huh?
Were you on mine?
Yeah.
I think I saw it because
Yeah.
I was doing
Mhm.
something and I was like, I ain't do this. I was like, I didn't do this. So I thought it was funny. Mhm.
Yeah, cause at first it had lamb fit on there. I was like, yeah, this Mo shit right here. But the layout was dope though. The
Yeah.
layout was dope. That yeah, Claude hooked that hoe up. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, my goodness, man,
I
this
want to
is
revamp my site. Um, and I just need to, learn how to I know I know I've seen it in weeks where you put the code in. I just haven't done it. So I want to work on mine too.
yeah.
I have to update it because I got one of the certs I don't have no more.
Hmm.
Um, I'm trying to log into this site, but yeah, I was I and one of the grant writers, and she was like, man, when I first went on there, I didn't understand. It came, why did it do something for you? So when I sent her my packet for her to screen, she was like, oh shit, the research. I said, girl, the research is the bomb. I got a whole list. I coded where what companies I wanted, but I have a whole list of sponsors and grantors and their
Yeah.
contacts and when they fund the timeline, the deadlines, everything that you would manually have put together, that shit spit it out. She was like, "Oh my god, this gonna save me a whole lot of time."
Yeah.
You know, because organically you doing all the research, but shoot, I put now. I'm gonna tell you what I'm wanting to get down is that you know how you can go to the BLS and the labor
Yeah.
statistics, right? I want to be able to uh that site, the GSA site, you know, all the sites, and put, when I do the budget, I want it to come, I want the source to come straight from those government sites, right? Because I
Yeah.
want all the numbers to be in compliance. And then I add the FAR regulations, right, to make sure that you know, that all my financial numbers are right and according to the regulation, like my budget hits according to the regs.
Right.
Um, and yeah, man. I said, we sitting around here with all this intellect. We gotta put some programs together,
Yeah. We really do.
you know, and
Yeah.
you ain't gotta beat them across the head because the better experience you give that person, they're gonna tell somebody else.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's it. Need to spread like wildfire.
Hmm. Yeah,
And the amount of people that's doing this, like, I mean, already like scaling it or whatever.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
They're
saw.
killing it.
Yeah.
Remember, I told you they doing apps like we behind the power curve.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been watching YouTube videos on the shit. I'm just like, man, yeah, we got to get this. We got to get this up and rolling, bro. Like,
Like we moving too slow.
yeah, like we behind.
We so behind.
Well, compared to others, we ain't. But
Yeah, compared to others, but yeah, we like when you get in the room most, and that's why you know they've been doing the like I was on a call with a guy today, and he put together this tech program, right?
hmm
Matter of fact, the person who just won our pitch $10,000 competition, he did what? Put together a tech program for biotech, bio something
yeah,
program or whatever. And so we just got to narrow down something like, and no matter what you do, somebody always looking for a different system, right? So
yeah,
even though someone else already have one, does not mean you can't have one.
right,
You know?
yeah. True story.
Yep.
Really got the idea, man. We got so many ideas already.
Yeah.
Implementation and application.
Yep.
Discipline equals dollars.
Say that again.
We're African Emporium, man. Where you need them.
Say that again.
Yeah, I gotta call it, brother. But yeah, I was supposed to talk to Coach today. He said he was gonna hit me up. He
Yeah, I
was
told
trying
him.
to he was trying to invest some money. He
Yeah, he
trying,
needs to break out because he needs to break out some things. We live, so you know you can't say much, but he need to
oh,
break out
okay.
some things because you know the FDIC only gonna insure so much.
Yeah,
So he he um he just need to hear it again. I'll be down there tomorrow
be down where?
in Alabama.
Oh,
I'm help-
you gonna link up
yeah,
with
I'm
him?
helping it. Yeah, I'm helping him go through audit.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, I want to see. Might want to give African Emporium a holler then.
I don't know if I have time to do any leisure, maybe because when I go down there, I'll see because you literally work at least 18 hours straight.
Yeah.
I'll do 5 one day and maybe another 10 the next day. Like he got so much because he doesn't have an admin person. So I'm trying to get
Mm.
him caught up.
Like what you got to do for him though?
I'm doing financials. I'm doing HR stuff.
Oh, like
Yeah.
his paperwork and accounting and all of that.
Yeah, I already got the accounting piece squared away.
Yeah.
Now I have to get this, organize it. You know how you get your files and your retention. I have to get all of that stuff under control, change out the old stuff, box in those things that are you don't have to have his hand on immediately. Um, bring all the new stuff current, get new binders, all that stuff, man. Make sure he can, because he's at the point where he's actually going through CPA audit that costs
Yeah.
thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of dollars, and so any mistake gonna cost you money. So
Yeah.
he ain't at he's not at ground inception stages of things no more. So it's a good time really for all of us to grow together. Um, and he has the perfect, he has the perfect company um to do it. So he's doing a great job. I'm talking about discipline, this business wise. He's doing a really good job. So now he just have to start getting things in perspective. So that's why I became one of his contractors to help him. One of my other friends, she actually went work for him down at the other site in Bessemer. She's learning to
Mhm.
be a house manager. Um, we are, uh, like when I went through reconciliation stuff. Oh my God, yeah. Like I'm doing another friend of mine who has in home help and trying to get her to where he is because she wants to be that kind of provider as well. So it's a lot of written stuff, a lot of hands on stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up.
So yep, a lot of paperwork, a lot of dust flying all over the place.
Mhm. Okay.
Yep. 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 So I had told him what, I told him some stuff,
Yeah.
but I was like, the person who has hold the certificate can help you out the best because he knows his stuff and
Yeah.
he can set you up with a state plan and you know now
Yeah.
you're at that point where you don't feel some type of way about doing something. Now you know you gotta do it. So I was
Mhm.
like, keep it in, he been one. He's the man I've been since Chris. I said, well, it's time. It's time, and he has integrity. So, and he's bound by his licenses. So he don't have to be his certifications. He can't be out here doing anything.
Yeah. That's he gonna have to. He getting that paper, so
Hmm.
you have to put that money somewhere. He got any family or anything like that?
Yeah, they all in it. He has an uncle who has the same type of business, been in it for a long time, doing well. Yeah, he got
Yeah.
where's a brother? It's just him and his brother. His, you already know his peers. He got about 6 or 7 peers who do it. Man, he's the one who's in Montgomery. Man, what institution just shut down with 30 clients, and he just picked up all 30. 1.2 a month, Chris.
He picked up what?
30. So he does intellectual disability, right? Group home.
Yeah.
So his mentor, they're in Montgomery, and they do the same thing, but they got way more clients. And an institution just shut down, and they needed to place these clients. So he
Yeah.
picked up 30 new clients. And I'm saying the revenue that brings in
Yeah.
is 1.2. That's on top of what he already
That's
made.
that's
That's
crazy.
ludicrous.
Hell yeah.
All to take care intellectual disability. Make sure they eat, make sure they medicine, make sure they don't hurt themselves, make sure they get to their appointment.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
simplest thing. Like, what are we telling our kids to go to school for? Tell me.
Shit. Mm, don't seem like for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say, man, it's gotta be. You gotta go to college for something like substantial. You know what I'm saying? Engineering, science, or doctor, something like that. Architect, something like that. If you're gonna go to college. Otherwise, man, it's a waste of money. You gotta get into one of them
Oh yeah.
fields.
Yeah, you gotta get in one of them fields. Yep. That's gonna lock in. And you and your buddy who in the medical field and your buddy who in the psych field need to
Yeah.
collaborate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, shit. Man,
Mm-hmm.
I wish man a lot of these people knew that, man.
Well, they hang out in the right spaces. So I wanted to do a little conversation about this right here because a lot of our community programs, and this is for the people who like, most people to be like, oh, it got nothing to do with me because I don't rely on it. That's fine. It don't. But guess what? If you're looking for ways that, either those family members gonna be in your pocket or whoever that has some type of community organization, you can share the information with them. So I read this article. It says foundation giving is up, but what about the payout rate? The foundation payout rate is usually locked in at 5%. Even as nonprofits face a funding crisis, new survey data reveals what has and hasn't changed when it comes to foundation giving. Nonprofits are facing a challenging funding environment with government cuts, increased demand, and growing financial stress. How are foundations responding? Each year, Camden surveyed U.S. foundations to learn more about their recent grant payments, giving forecasts, and grant making practices. This year, 542 independent community, corporate, and operating foundations responded to the survey, which is 8% response rate. Here are some high level findings. Nearly half of foundations expect to increase giving. The fiscal year ending fiscal year 2026 foundation giving forecast is optimistic. Nearly half of respondents, 43.3%, expect their foundations given to increase year over year in 2026, while another 46.9% expect to remain about the same. Only 8.8% expected a decrease. Anticipated fiscal year 2026 given compared to fiscal year 2025. This is a shift from 23 to 25 when the share expecting to increase given range from 23% to 37.3% and marks a return to 2022 levels. Share of foundation expected to increase given year fiscal year in 2022 to 2026. So as we know, 2022 is coming out of those is like in the middle of the COVID, coming out of the COVID kind of. It was 44% of the giving. In
Yeah.
2023, it dropped. Then 2024, it gradually increased. 2025, it was at 37%, and then this year, 2026, 44% increase in giving. What was driving anticipated increases in 2026 foundation giving based on write-in responses? The most common factor was growth in foundation assets. Due to expected strong investment returns and our new gifts to foundations, some highlighted heightening community needs and strategic decisions to expand grant making programs. One respondent commented, "We are launching several new grant programs to release more money into communities due to the difficult nonprofit landscape currently." 2025 saw modest increases in foundation giving among 466 foundations that reported grant payment. Both fiscal year 2024 and 2025 total cumulative giving was flat. Foundations reported a combination of 19.4 billion awarded in each year. Looking beyond aggregate dollars, which can be skewed by the largest foundations, around two-thirds of respondents, 67.6%, increased their giving in 2025. The median percentage change in foundation giving was a 5.8% increase, which is 3.1% adjusted for inflation. When analyzed by foundation type, community foundations saw the biggest median increase at 14.1% or 11.2% adjusted for inflation.
Mm-hmm.
Most independent foundations payout rates remained at around 5%. Awarding more grant dollars is not the same as increasing the payout rate. The payout rate refers to qualifying distributions as defined by the IRS as a proportion of the foundation's assets. Generally, private foundations must make qualifying distributions that are approximately 5% of the average market value of their net investment assets. In early 2025, it responds to federal funding cuts. The MacArthur Foundation pledged to increase their payout rate to at least 6% for 2 years. They also launched a campaign urging other foundations to do the same. The survey data offers an early read on whether the sector has responded. So here's 2025 expected payout rate by independent foundations. And there you go. A lot of them increase between 5 and 4.4%. All right. Foundation's payout rate in 2025 overall did not meaningfully change from previous years for independent foundations, private, non corporate, non operating foundations, and remained at 5%. Of 288 respondents reporting their payout rate, 62% indicated it remained about the same as the prior year, while 27% reported an increase. Reasons for increase in payout rates fell into three broad categories: increased grant making in response to government funding cuts, and increased community needs. Volatility in federal funding led us to add an extra million to our buyout payout. Board approved decisions to increase payout. The board approved a 3-year increase in our payout rate. Accounting and timing factors in 2024, we were using carry forward from earlier years. The median payout rate has remained at 5% for 5 years. When comparing self reported payout rates over the last 5 years of survey data, The median has been locked at 5%. The average has fluctuated from 6.7% to 5%, with higher outliners driving up rates. This flatness has persisted despite external shocks like the COVID 19 pandemic, market swings, or high inflation. One respondent to this year's survey described the foundation's approach. The payout rate is not much arrived as strategically or in an aspirational way as it is sort of backed into a result of considering both what is strict 5% would be and what's required per part was that 12 line 6 FD of the 990 PF for the prior year. This is likely what's happening for the typical foundations where the payout rate isn't a strategic choice, it's merely a calculation. The IRS 5% payout rate floor effectively functions as a 5% ceiling. As their assets increase, foundations anticipate giving more in 2026. That optimism may be small comfort to nonprofits facing increased financial challenges and difficulties obtaining foundation funding. The contrast between foundations' financial health and nonprofits' financial distress has intensified calls for funders to not just award more grant dollars, but raise their payout rate. Change Philanthropy Level Up Pledge represents the latest coordinated effort to push philanthropy off the minimum 5%, given that overall payout rate behavior over the years has been largely unchanged, with philanthropy respond differently in 2026. So the IRS, so even though COVID played a factor, the IRS put a little fire behind them. I guess that cushion was the 5%.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. So foundations are giving out funding.
Who?
Uh Foundations. I'm gonna go to some of them in a second. Let's see. Let's see some key takeaways from giving the USA from giving USA on 2025 philanthropy trends. Discovery key takeaways reported philanthropy trends, which showed 617 billion in total charitable giving, but a decline in individual giving. So philanthropy is where we dwell. The total charitable giving in the United States totaled 617.2 billion in 2025, according to Giving USA Foundation 2026 annual report on philanthropy. The estimates were developed by the Indiana University Lilly Family School of Philanthropy using multiple data sources, including Candon. All right, so let's see. Philanthropy trends by giving source. Robust growth for the second straight year. In 2025, total giving grew 5.7%. That's 3% for inflation. From the previous year, following the 6.3% increase in 2024, after increasing just 1.9%, actually a 2.1% decline was adjusted for inflation in 2023. Overall giving continued to show robust growth. By giving individuals, the estimate was okay. Y'all don't want me to read all these statistics, so let me get to something that's a little bit more truthful. Let's see. Let's see what industry. Okay, it doesn't give me in that one. So we know there's opportunity out there, and we just got to look to see. Let's see. Um, let me make sure I can go to. I think I'm in the wrong one. I should have went to the philanthropy site. I should have went to. I think these gonna have some videos that I'm gonna have to. Hold on. Let me get on my philanthropy site. Let me stop sharing for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get on the other one.
Oh, other what?
The foundation center so I can show. Watch this. If I went in, oh, I'm not. Hold on, let me share again. If I went on my Claude, right, and I say I want to get um,
Mm-hmm.
let's wait till they come back up. It's moving a little slow.
That's not good.
You know how everybody and mama probably on the internet at this time.
Yeah.
Um, give me a list. Uh, what? Um, uh, let's see. I need a list of foundations in Houston, Texas that fund state planning programs. Let's see what pops up. Do, 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 do.
Mhm.
Do, 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 do. What's this? Let's see what comes up.
Mhm.
You know, like everything that we used to do from scratch. Like, you know, we was trying to put a whole workbook together and come up with the topics. And you already know the topics you want to put. And you say, hey, put me on a workbook. You know,
Mhm.
Texas Bar Foundation. Look at that. You about to get the hookup.
I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me.
Look at that.
You got.
Let's see. First one, the Texas Bar Foundation. Volunteer lawyers who run the estate planning for clients. Da 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 da. Know what we're looking for. Also, foundation funder of Houston volunteer lawyers at $5,000 plus level. Houston largest private foundation funds through civic and community well-being priorities. Let's see. They do clinics. So they do the grants only to 501c3 nonprofits, government entities, and local board. And this is what you have to be doing. So think about it. Get with you somebody who got one, put on a clinic, apply. Texas Access to Justice Foundation, leading funding source, the legal aid. Let's see, all this is legal aid. Grants to organizations serving veterans and their families and veterans wills clean. So boom, like a little veterans group or a little. All right, let's do our corporate sponsors for a wellness program in Houston. Bop bop ba doo bop bop bam boom. Tutti frutti. Booty.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what comes up. Look at that. Let's go, Chris. Get your nonprofit friends together, put their program
Uh-oh.
together, get a couple bucks, and make it happen. Sponsoring. These are the organizations that. Oh, Bath and Body Works. I ain't never thought about that.
Hmm.
Let me check them out. Now, this is in Houston, but I just want to check them out so I can see what's going on this side. Double the donation.
Oh. You know about Bath and Body Works?
What about them?
I was asking how you know about Bath and Body Works.
I just saw it on the list. I just saw. I'm trying to see corporate Dynamo FC corporate. And who are they, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
Chevron. Boy, this is your whole list. Everybody named Mama got a grant in Houston. I was trying to see. I was trying to come across the Bath and Body Works one. Let's see. Valero. Yeah, y'all got all of those fuel companies out there. But everybody over there got a foundation. Bowen. That shit had no problem.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Okay, let me look it up since I saw it. Bath and Body Works. Let's see if I can find it. See, oh, look at that. BBW Foundation grant, cash grants or in-kind donation program. I take either one. Only organizations invited. So that means you have to send a letter. Okay, let's talk about it then. Talk about it then. Here's the link. They got the point of contact. I take the products. Anything to enhance your program, right? Let's talk about it then. Global Hand Washing Day. Never would have thought. Uh, Boy, they giving out some products. They doing their part. 360 Good launch. I would love some products.
Where Mo go?
How to apply. I'm right here. You can't hear me? You can't hear me? You can't hear me?
Can't
Chris.
even hear Mo now.
Hey. Can you hear me? You can't hear me?
Must be that $2 internet.
Oh, oh my God. You can't hear me? Ouch. You can't hear me? I'm here. Oh man. What happened? I don't know what you got going on. So please note, submit. Okay. I want to be a 360. So what's good 360? Never heard of that before. Yeah, I need some stuff. Good 360. There we go. Yeah, we need to get some stuff. Become a part. Get involved. How can you partner, give, or join our network to help
Mo,
us
can't hear
distribute
you.
donated products to people? You can't hear me. What? You can't hear me? Where'd you go? Why you can't hear me? Oh man. Stop the stream.